For WKNO News in Memphis, I'm Christopher Blank. Memphis Light, Gas, and Water has ended its water conservation order as repairs to broken pipes and water mains have elevated pressure in the system to safer levels. The utility is now testing water samples to determine whether it is safe to consume. That testing generally takes 18 to 24 hours, and MLGW President and CEO Doug McGowan previously said it may be Thursday until its boil water advisory is lifted. At least 56 water mains, nearly 500 fire suppression systems, and more than 4,000 residential pipes were broken during last week's freeze, contributing to the steep drop in water pressure. With temperatures now above freezing, the utility asks residents to stop dripping their faucets. And even though water issues remain, most public schools across Shelby County are back in session today, with the exception of a few specific schools facing water shortages. This evening, the Memphis City Council will take up an important vote on whether to retain Memphis Police Chief C.J. Davis. She came up one vote short of reappointment during a test vote on January 9th when members questioned her leadership over the department's Scorpion unit, which was involved in the death of Tyree Nichols. 7 other nominees for city positions in Mayor Paul Young's administration will also be considered today. Shelby County District Attorney General Steve Mulroy is seeking $3 million from the county's reserve fund to narrow the pay gap between the county government's prosecutors and their counterparts who work for the state. Julia Baker of the Daily Memphian says if a Shelby County Commission committee approves the funding next week, it will go for a final vote during a full meeting in February.
The nearly $3 million Mulroy is asking for from the Shelby County Commission would go towards salaries for county assistant district attorneys and regular employees. With less than half of a fiscal year left, the money would come from the county's reserve fund balance. After the start of the next fiscal year, which begins July 1st, the administration would have to figure out how to place it in the budget, says spokesperson Erica Williams. For the Daily Memphian, I'm Julia Baker.
Macy's department stores will not, as of yet, be shuttering 2 stores in the Memphis area after the Wall Street Journal reported that the company plans to close several underperforming stores and eliminate more than 2,000 jobs nationally. Speaking with the Daily Memphian, a Macy's spokesperson did not specify whether layoffs would impact the stores at Wolf Chase Galleria and Oak Court Mall. This is 91.1. More news at WKNOFM.org.